okay? For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of $1 million. But you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford calls out Floyd Mayweather for wanting to fight only for money. Crawford says he has no interest in fighting Mayweather and never even thought about it. He believes those fights are not about proving who's the best, but about creating hype to earn big paychecks. According to Crawford, Mayweather cares more about money than real competition, choosing easy exhibition fights since retiring. Crawford adds that Mayweather had his time, but this era belongs to him. He refuses to let money-focused talk distract him from the success he's already built in boxing.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Critics say Floyd Mayweather's recent boxing appearances are more about money than legacy. Once known for his defensive genius and perfect record, Floyd now focuses on exhibition fights that bring in cash but mean little for the sport. Analysts point out that he constantly shows off his wealth, which proves he doesn't even need the money, but still chooses to fight for it. Many believe that after retirement, Mayweather stopped caring about real competition and turned to money-making events instead, leaving longtime fans disappointed with how his career has changed.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about it, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right, he couldn't get going at the rate that he expected. But early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money. I imagine, though, it's going to be a boatload of money.
Former world champion Timothy Bradley spoke openly about a possible fight between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. He said Mayweather has always struggled against southpaw fighters, and Crawford's smart, flexible style would cause him big trouble. Bradley believes Crawford's ability to switch stances, use perfect timing, and adapt in the ring would break through Mayweather's defense. He dismisses the idea that Floyd was unbeatable, saying Crawford's mix of speed and ring IQ would expose his weaknesses. His opinion has added fuel to the argument between fans of both boxing legends.
Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's going to reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that backhand. The way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too. No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep. I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed in real life.
On the other side, many boxing experts believe comparing Crawford to Mayweather isn't fair. They say Floyd's career includes many top-level fighters, while Crawford hasn't faced the same kind of competition yet. From this point of view, Crawford's success, though impressive, doesn't reach the same historical level as Mayweather's. These analysts argue that Floyd's legacy is already secured, while Crawford is still building his own. They believe it's too early to put him on the same level as Mayweather, who dominated his era completely.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to touch him.
Boxing analyst Shob as the adult gave a bold opinion, saying Terence Crawford should be ranked higher than Mayweather for one reason. He pointed to Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez, saying Floyd, even with his greatness, would never have taken that kind of risk. Shob has explained that Crawford moved up in weight to fight a dangerous opponent in his prime, while Mayweather carefully chose fights that favored him. He says that bravery puts Crawford's legacy above Floyd's safer career. It's a controversial view that challenges the belief that Mayweather is untouchable in boxing history.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been on middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't even attempt to do.
Terence Crawford himself has grown tired of being compared to Floyd Mayweather. He says he doesn't want to fight Floyd because Mayweather had his own era, and now it's his turn. Crawford insists this generation belongs to him and wants fans to focus on what he's doing now. He respects Floyd's achievements, but believes every fighter deserves his own time. Crawford thinks comparing their legacies is unfair because Mayweather is retired and past his prime, while he's still active and proving himself at the top of the sport.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
Danny Garcia, who has fought many top opponents, gave a fair answer when asked who would win between Mayweather and Crawford. Instead of picking one, he said the fight would probably end in a draw. Garcia explained that Floyd's defensive genius and Crawford's ability to adjust on offense might cancel each other out. His balanced view shows the respect both men have earned in the boxing world. Many fans agree, saying their styles and skills are so even that neither would clearly dominate in a real fight.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever, at 147, That's tough. I don't know. A draw.
Okay, what about
Yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya and Crawford at 54?
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other. To be honest, I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to get. It's harder than the world title.
Former champion Shane Mosley believes Floyd Mayweather's smaller size would hurt him against Terence Crawford. Mosley says that while Floyd is technically great, he's too small to handle Crawford's power and range. He explains that Crawford's ability to switch stances and control the ring would take away Floyd's usual defensive comfort. Mosley adds that Mayweather did best against opponents his own size, but facing a naturally bigger and stronger fighter like Crawford would be a big problem. His view shows how size, not just skill, could decide the outcome in such a matchup.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no questioning the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was the period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again, because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. Perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight, without a doubt. His most dangerous fight, the one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather 2 times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared down and won the fight.
Shob, as the adult, shared a more balanced opinion on the Mayweather-Crawford comparisons. He said Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez started new debates about whether his legacy could match, or even pass Mayweather's. But Shobas warns that greatness can't be judged by one fight. He says Floyd's career covered decades of dominance in several weight classes, while Crawford is still adding to his record. In his view, comparing them fairly requires looking at long-term success, quality of opponents, and consistency. He respects both, calling them great in their own.
Not add a heavyweight to my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore is best boxers. Greatest is different. Greatest is impact. Now you're talking Floyd Mayweather. You're talking Muhammad Ali. You're talking, all those guys. Sugar Ray Robinson, everybody. But this is best. And sadly, when it comes to the heavyweight division, just by nature, the little guys are the better guys, okay? Not only are they better skill-wise, they have more opportunity to do greater things. Because they're small, they could go up weight classes, they can kind of test themselves more. The heavyweight division is at the top of the mountain, all right? So they're the badasses of the badasses. You kind of go up to them, but they can't push themselves up much more, except for within their weight classes. They fight a very big guy or whatnot, like Usyk did with Tyson Fury.
Trainer Stephen Bredman Edwards added his own thoughts, urging people to stop comparing the two. He said fans and media should celebrate Crawford's win over Canelo, without dragging Mayweather into it. Bredman believes that arguing about who's better takes attention away from Crawford's hard-earned success. He also criticized how some fans turn healthy debates into childish rivalries. According to him, Floyd is retired and should no longer be part of the conversation. People should focus on Crawford's achievements and give him full credit for what he's doing now.
To Floyd.
Man, I don't really want to compare him right now, Hans, if we seeing everything that's going on with Floyd and Roy. You know what I mean? And and they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd will be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say because I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing like and make up something just to. I got my opinion on how the fights will go and but I don't. I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter. And I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. And unfortunately, they didn't fight. They could have made they kind of two different eras though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with PBC, and Buzz a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got to just live with it. You know what I mean?
The boxing world remains split, and the argument goes on. Some fans believe Terence Crawford would beat Floyd Mayweather because he takes bigger risks and fights tougher challenges, like moving up in weight to beat Canelo Alvarez. Others argue that Mayweather's unbeaten record and defensive skills can't be ignored. The truth might be that both are great in their own eras, with different styles and approaches to the sport. This ongoing debate shows the deep respect they've both earned, each leaving a lasting mark on boxing history.
Terence Crawford's going to win. I used to think that the size difference was too much, that Canelo Alvarez was like, man, how are they going to do this? He's 168, Terence Crawford's 147. But seeing what I've seen from Canelo Alvarez and seeing what I've seen from Terence Crawford, and while Terence Crawford didn't look great in his last fight, he looked awesome against Errol Spence. But to me, Terence Crawford is as good as they come. He's another all-time great. He's a legend. He's one of the best that I've seen from a pound-for-pound standpoint. But to me, Terence Crawford, he's older, but a lot less wear and tear. He turned pro in 2008, but he has 41 fights to his name. Canelo Alvarez has 63. Canelo Alvarez also has taken more shots, has been in more wars, quote unquote, whereas Terence Crawford was just beating everybody's ass for a very long time. And almost all of his fights have been one-sided. And two, I think Terence Crawford's going to beat him in September. I don't know how, but I think he's going to win.
Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez is widely seen as the moment that confirmed his greatness. Jumping up to weight divisions to fight one of boxing's most feared champions was a daring move. Yet Crawford handled it with total control and skill. The performance showed not just his talent, but his courage to take on any challenge. Analysts say this fight officially placed him among the all-time greats. For Crawford, it's more than a big win. It's proof that taking risks and believing in himself is what truly defines his legacy.
After Terence Crawford defeated Saul Canelo Alvarez to become the new, undisputed super middleweight champion and achieving GOAT status of his era, a lot of people are wondering now, what could be the next step for Terence Crawford? And to be honest with you, there's a couple options. The great man himself did state a move to middleweight division could be his next step. And of course, a certain someone caught wind of this. With this interview, Joanna Beck posted this with two emojis with a thumbs up and an A-OK. And to be honest with you guys, I would love this matchup here. I mean, Joanna Beck is one of the most feared and avoided boxers in the entire game today. And look, stylistically, this could be an absolute epic matchup. I mean, the boxing IQ and thunderous power in Joanna Beck versus the GOAT himself. Who wouldn't want to see that? But of course, there are rumors that Carlos Adames could be Joanna Beck's next opponent. And that could be a huge unification to see who's the top dog at 160. But after that, who knows, man? And of course, the next option could be the rematch between Saul Canelo Alvarez. And for me, I would absolutely love to see this. I mean, the first time round was absolutely amazing to see Terence Crawford achieve greatness. But to do it again, guys, who wouldn't want to see this? And to be honest with you, it could be even bigger than the first time round. Or option 3, in my opinion, could be retirement. I mean, what he's achieved in the game is absolutely unbelievable. Undisputed, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And defeating the guy, the man himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez, to achieve that. What more is there to achieve at this point right now, guys, honestly? But look, knowing Bud, I'm pretty sure retirement is out of the question. Well, at least for now. But after what he's achieved, no one can question what he decides to do next. And look, guys, for me, even if his next move is to go to middleweight, best believe I'll be there to watch it, guys. But guys, what's your thoughts about all this? And what do you think Terence Crawford should do next? Let me know.